Oh, good morning. It started faster than I thought. It is 6:58 a.m. on Tuesday, September 4th, 2018. I'm Christiana Ellis and I just got up. This is 5 more minutes. It's kind of a rough night actually last night, or at least uh, I didn't sleep very well. Part of it I think was I may have overdid it with my workout a little bit yesterday. So I was feeling just sore. And increasingly, I have found that things like Advil upset my stomach, and so it's a little bit of a toss up. Like, well, which am I more concerned about? And then, of course, just lingering, sort of headachy, slightly upset stomach from uh, the night before, and so just and the fact that I had slept so late yesterday meant that my body wasn't quite ready to be going to bed on time anyway, but I was trying, but I was not sleeping well, but I was sore, but do I take some more something for it? Does that mean getting up out of bed again? I mean, I'm lucky in the broad sense that I typically don't have trouble sleeping. That's not usually an issue for me. I mean, as I've talked about endlessly in these videos, my problem tends to more often be just not going to bed. But occasionally, that said, despite feeling tired from not having really gotten a good night's sleep, I do feel better otherwise. So that's good. And so hopefully I'll be, settled a little bit more back into a typical routine by tonight. Fingers crossed. I'm a little bit frustrated at the moment because my Curse of Strahd D&D game from Saturday, the Twitch video is fine, but I have twice now tried to post it over to YouTube in the same way that I always do, and both times it showed up with some audio syncing issues, which I vaguely recall having that problem before, but I don't remember if I actually did anything to fix it or if I just kept trying. Blech. Anyway, hopefully I'll, get that settled. In other news, today's the day of the Massachusetts primary, so I'm going to be going into to vote to exercise my individual franchise. I think that's right. It feels weird to say it like that. Obviously, I think when we say someone's been denied voting, we talked about them being disenfranchised, right? Anyway, that's going to happen. And I think the other thing that I've kind of got on the brain last night, because I watched it just right before going to bed, was the series finale of Adventure Time was last night, the very last one, and it was pretty good. I thought it strokes struck some pretty interesting bittersweet notes in a few places. Um, and but like so I'm not going to spoil it here in case anyone hasn't watched it. But overall, I think it definitely held true for the spirit of the show. It had plenty of sort of little nods to the history of the show that came before, and a couple of good new songs, I think. Actually, I think one of them was not a new song, just a new singing of the song. I don't know. Anyway, that is sure a show that I don't want to. I was starting to say that it turned from one thing into another over its series run, but I don't know that that's quite exactly what I mean. It's, to be sure the show evolved, right? But it doesn't so much feel like a change as much as a progression, Um, Finn grew up over the course of the show. He's not like he's an old man at the end, but he's, well, I guess that's a tiny spoiler, something that doesn't happen. He's not an old man at the end. Um, But at the same time, as he matured, the show matured with him. And, there was always a little bit of a tinge of darkness in it anyway, just because the idea that it's sort of this weird post-apocalyptic world. And you can see elements of that even in season one when it was otherwise much lighter. In any event, I'm still digesting that a little bit, but I think I'm pretty happy with it. Yep. In any case, I will leave it there for now, and I will talk to you all tomorrow for 5 more minutes.